Hey glam fam, welcome back to another video on my series of 30 days of Loc tips. And if you're new here, welcome. If you don't know me, I'm Glamorous, aka Locked and vegan. And what I do is all about being locked and vegan, sharing tips and tricks from what I've learned through my experience of being locked for 3 going on 4 years, vegan going on 2 years, something like that. Learning and teaching from those that are on the same journey as me. If you are enjoying this series with me, go ahead and like, comment, and share with your friends and family that are on this journey or are considering being on this journey or just want to share some cool facts with them. Pretty please comment any suggestions or questions you have that you'd like me to address in this 30-day series. And make sure you're subscribed and turn on those post notifications so you know exactly when my 30-day series of Loc tips are coming. With that being said, let's get into it. This video is going to be a little bit different because I just came home from my Mexico trip. I went to Mexico, Tulum, for my 21st birthday. So now I'm legal, period. And I was enjoying myself. I didn't really have time or wanted to spend all of my time just recording about these hair videos, so I figured I would just kind of do a big contemplation of what I learned these past 4 days in one video. So this 30-day series of Loc tips is going to be 4 tips, and they're all going to be related to travel. I did actually learn a lot that I want to share with you guys because I should have known these things, but I didn't really think too much into it. So I want to share with you guys so you can avoid this on your travels. So Loc tip number 5 for travel is to keep your bonnet on during a flight or a long period of transportation, like if you're taking the train or like the public bus for like more than 4 hours. Please wear your bonnet or some type of hair wrap for your locks. We flew a plane to Tulum, of course. We had a super early flight, so we already had our bonnets on, so it worked out that way. We knew we were gonna sleep on the plane. We kept our bonnets on throughout the airport, throughout the flight, and I was like, this is so smart, because in the past, if I have like a later flight where I'm awake and I got dressed and stuff, then I'll just do my hair in a cute style and go like that. But when I wore my bonnet, I felt so much more comfortable. I felt like I could actually like put my head back and sleep no matter where I put my head, where I twist and turned my head. I felt super comfortable because it was soft, and I knew it was soft on my locks, and it wasn't giving me a headache. So I really felt like I could maneuver a lot better. And it also just keeps things out of the way, like if you're wanting to eat on the plane, or if you're wanting to have a quick snack because you're limited on time and have to get somewhere quick. It's just kind of a quick way to not have to worry about doing your hair, but to also keep it safe and protected while you're traveling. We also don't have to take it off for security, nothing like that. Highly recommend keeping your bonnet on you while you're traveling. And planes and any type of public transportation is just like filthy dirty. And like I mentioned in my last video, Locs pick up a lot of dirt and dust because they are always locking, like that's their point. So they're prone to pick up on germs or little things that you just don't want in your hair. It's easier to just wash your loc bonnet rather than like planning a whole wash day for your locks. Which brings me to Loc tip number 6. Be mindful of how long it takes you to wash your hair. This one isn't necessarily specific to travel, but it is really important to think about when you're traveling. In general, you should really be conscious about how long it takes you to wash your hair, so that if you need a whole day to wash your hair, instead of like, oh, I can fit this in real quick and then have to go to school or work later with your hair like soaking or still damp. I wasn't planning on getting my hair wet, right? But we were going to Mexico. There are beaches, there are cenotes, and we went to both. It was really the cenotes that got me, because the beach you can just get in, you don't have to get your hair wet, but the cenote you had to jump in. Didn't necessarily have to, but it was like there was one ladder and people were all getting out. Just jump in, It was kind of a quick on the spot, okay, I guess I'm gonna get my hair wet. And if I get my hair wet, I just feel better about washing it. And we were getting on the plane not too long after, like a few hours later. It wasn't very smart of me to get my hair wet. I didn't give my hair enough time to dry, because I know, and I should have thought about this, that I know it takes like 2 days for my hair to completely dry if I'm air drying it. Now, if you have a dryer at the hotel or whatever, then by any means, do what you want to do. But we didn't really have that type of flexibility. Unfortunately, my hair was still damp at the airport. It is honestly still damp now. This is my first day back. It wasn't necessarily smart of me to jump in the water or wash my hair out the last day before getting on the airport, because then my hair didn't have the proper time to dry and I still wanted to put the bonnet on for the flight, and then it just gets all moldy and damp in my bonnet, which I'll get to in another lock tip. I had to wrap my hair in a cloth wrap so that it wouldn't be too wet in my bonnet, you know, so it was just kind of this extra headache that would be avoided if I was more conscious about the time that it takes for my hair to dry, air dry. When traveling, especially if you're going in water or you're traveling to a place that has beaches and stuff like that you want to get in and don't want to not experience it just because of your hair, just be conscious about certain things that are necessary for your locks to thrive. Tip number 7 for traveling is to not put too much product in your hair for a trip. Again, this is more specific to those trips where you're going to get in the beach, you're going to get in the water. This was something that I learned from this past trip because I didn't do a good job. You will see in my other tip videos that I got a retwist like right before I went on this trip, like 3 days before I went on this trip. It was super last minute and I was like contemplating, like I don't want to get a retwist too soon, but I do want to look good for my birthday. And then it was last minute, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and get a retwist. And I got it professionally done at the salon, so we used gel. It was a good gel though that thins as the days go by, but I didn't let enough time go by. So I would say if you want a retwist before you go and travel, I would do it probably a week in advance to give your hair time to like kind of breathe and soak up the product. I'm gonna give you an example which was super embarrassing for me. I felt so bad. This was again with the cenotes, the one where we had to jump in. We had to take a shower first, and I didn't think to wet my hair because I didn't think there was much product in my hair. I didn't put any other product in my hair the entire trip, but maybe a spritz of water. When I jumped in the cenotes, I got out, my eyes were like burning. I was like, oh shit, like there's product coming out of my hair. Embarrassing. And I hate to do that to the water. That's why they had us take showers before, because they didn't want any lotion or hair products. I just didn't think about my hair. It's stupid though. Because I had gotten my retwist so close to the time that I was traveling, my hair didn't soak up all the product yet. So it was coming out and I had to go like rinse it out to get back in the cenotes, you know? And I could have, again, avoided that headache if I was a little bit more prepared with my retwist and got it a little bit earlier. Or if you're doing a retwist last minute, just do oils so you're not putting a lot of product in your hair. Because oils, your hair will soak up a lot faster and it's not going to affect anything crazy. So I was not very smart in that scenario, but I am living and I'm learning so that you don't have to go through that. Okay, I hope this helped you for your future endeavors. Last but not least, tip number 8, simple styles out of your face are so much better on a trip when traveling. I think this applies to any type of trip, whether you're going to be in the water or you're not. Preparing simple, out-of-your-face hairstyles so that you can enjoy yourself to the fullest. So you're not wasting any time trying to do a cute do in the morning when you could be out enjoying yourself in a place you've never been. Locks in the first place are super low maintenance, so if you like want to do a cute style that's super quick and whatever, then you know, go for it. But I just recommend this also because I'm thinking about food, I'm thinking about different plans happening throughout the day. My first day I got there, I wanted to do my hair down, you know, I got my retwist, I wanted to show off my locks and how long they're getting, so I just did a quick half down, still out of my face, so I still recommend that so that you don't have to move your hair a lot or worry about your hair or keep touching it, because that's not what you want to worry about on your trip. But I wore my hair down with half down, and then we went to go eat, and my hair was like kept getting in my way. So I ended up putting it in a bun later anyways, and then we ended up trying on some clothes, so I needed my hair up out of the way to make it a little bit faster, and it would have just been simpler. Again, a headache avoided if I would have just put it in a cute high bun, a cute low bun, just out of the face, out of the way, so I don't have to worry about it with different things that occur throughout your day. Unexpected things can occur, and you don't want your hair to be anything that's slows you down. And this is kind of towards maybe my longer locked folks, because if you have shorter locks, it might be pretty easy for you to just throw it in a quick ponytail or something. But for my long locks, especially with these nails, it like will take me a minute to grab all my hair and put it in a bun and, you know, find my hair tie or whatever. Those are a few things that I learned from this past trip and that I will be implementing for my next trips. And hopefully this helps you to prepare a little bit better for your future trips. If you have any suggestions for me for traveling, please let me know in the comments. So thank you so much for clicking on this video and deciding to watch this with me and be here with me along my journey. I'm super excited to continue this 30-day series of Loc Tips journey with you guys. Peace and love, Glam fam. Catch you on the flip side.